Every act of theft plants a seed, and this harvest will find its way back, sooner or later. Today, we're not just talking about politics or economics. We're talking about a fundamental moral truth that echoes through time. When we discuss land expropriation, we're not using a fancy term for a government policy. We're talking about theft. Plain and simple. But it's a theft that goes far deeper than just taking a piece of ground. It's the theft of a future, the theft of a legacy, and the theft of human dignity. Let's break it down. When land is taken from people, it's not just a line on a map that changes. It's an act of profound oppression. It is a declaration that one group's power matters more than another group's right to exist, to thrive, to build something for their children. This isn't just about losing property. It's about being told that your history, your connection to the earth, and your very livelihood are worthless. It's a moral corruption that poisons the soul of a society. Every single act of expropriation, every hectare of stolen land, sows a seed. And what do these seeds grow into? They grow into the bitter fruits of poverty, where families who were once self-sufficient are cast into desperation. They grow into the thorns of suffering, as communities are torn apart and people are left with nothing but memories of what was taken. But the most venomous seeds are the ones we can't always see. It's the loss of respect, the loss of dignity, and most importantly, the loss of trust. When the very systems meant to protect people become the instruments of their oppression, trust dies. And when trust dies, society begins to rot from the inside out. People no longer believe in fairness, in justice, or in each other. Now, some might think this is where the story ends. The powerful win, the weak lose, and life goes on. But that's a dangerously short-sighted view. There is a greater law at play, a form of universal justice that doesn't care for human courts or political maneuvers. You can call it karma, you can call it cosmic balance, or you can simply call it cause and effect. Whatever the name, its principles are unshakable. Every seed of injustice must yield a harvest, and this harvest isn't just for the person who signed the papers or drove the bulldozer. It's a harvest that will be reaped by them, by their descendants, and it can even cast a shadow back on their ancestors. The universe, in its intricate and unseen way, ensures that the debt is paid. So, what does this harvest look like? It's not always a dramatic, movie-like downfall. Often, it's a slow, creeping decay. The very wealth that was gained through theft starts to vanish. It slips through their fingers, lost to bad deals, unforeseen disasters, or family disputes. The health of those who benefited from the injustice begins to fail. They may have all the money in the world, but they can't buy a moment of peace from physical or mental anguish. The harvest is also the removal of love. Relationships become transactional and hollow. The genuine warmth of family and friendship is replaced by suspicion and greed. They are surrounded by people, yet they are utterly alone. The respect they thought they had commanded reveals itself to be nothing more than fear, and the dignity they paraded is exposed as a fragile illusion. Peace becomes a stranger to them. Their nights are restless, filled with an anxiety they can't name. Their days are spent guarding what they stole, living in constant fear of losing it. The harmony they sought to create for themselves becomes a symphony of discord. Every aspect of their lives, and the lives of those connected to them, becomes tainted by the original injustice. The price of stolen land is far, far higher than anyone imagines. Think about it systemically. When a government or a corporation engages in expropriation, they are planting seeds of corruption throughout the entire system. It normalizes theft. It teaches an entire generation that power is the only thing that matters, that might makes right. This systemic corruption doesn't just stay in the realm of land ownership. It spreads like a cancer into business, into politics, into the courts, and into the very heart of the community. The people who commit these acts, the ones who think they have gotten away with it, are living in a fool's paradise. They may enjoy the temporary spoils of their actions, but the clock is ticking. The universe is a patient accountant, and every debt will be collected. They planted the seeds of suffering, and it is a law of nature that they, and those tied to them, will eventually eat the fruit from that same tree. If they think they can escape justice, what will the harvest truly reveal? It will reveal that they didn't just steal land. They stole their own peace of mind. They stole their children's chance at a clear conscience. They stole their family's legacy of honor and replaced it with a legacy of shame. Who will pay for the injustice they planted? Everyone connected to it. The bill always comes due. So, let this be a warning and a moment of reflection. Every theft sows a seed. What kind of world are we building? What kind of harvest are we planting for ourselves and for future generations? The choice to act with integrity, to respect the rights and dignity of others, is the only way to plant seeds of true prosperity, peace, and lasting harmony. The harvest of justice may be slow, but it is always, without exception, inevitable. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please share this video and subscribe for more content that dares to look beyond the headlines. We need to keep this conversation going. Until next time, stay thoughtful.